Starbucks up because that's pretty common actually.
Okay, maybe you can help me. I need to remember that you're good with all this techie stuff instead of getting frustrated and trying to do it all myself. But
Yeah, it's
it's also difficult to do this when our whole living situation is up in the air and we're trying to establish work at the same time as living out of the car at the same time as dealing with everything. It's not
yeah,
super
it
incredibly easy.
is it is tricky. But you know what? Your soul asked for this adventure, and so this is good because you needed this right now.
Mhm.
So you're in the thick of the experience that you wanted subconsciously, may not have known super consciously you wanted, but you're living it, and it's exciting, and it's weird, and
If
it's
very
fun,
weird.
and it pisses you off, but it's fantastic all at the same time.
Yeah, I'm definitely happier during doing this, what's happening right now, than being in Fresno with shitty roommates with a job that I don't actually want to be doing. So like, I'm happy that we're pushing toward what we want to actually be doing.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Hey Valerie,
Hello. Hello,
welcome.
everybody.
Hey, Valerie.
Hello.
Welcome to the
Oh, and
party.
Gary. Oh, and Gary. It's nice to see you smoking again.
Yes.
What's that,
Where's my
Omar?
cigar?
Sorry, Omar. What did you say?
I said it's nice to see you smoking again.
Oh, I stopped for like I stopped for like 2 weeks, but then I was like, I don't know. I don't really give a shit. Like,
Well, it's a powerful ally. It's not what they say.
it's a powerful what?
It's a powerful ally. It's just like I look at everything as like it's just like vitamin C, or it's just like an apple. You can eat too many apples and then you have to poop. But tobacco is useful, just like anything else.
Yeah, I think if the situation is very chaotic, then it's probably a good thing to have some things which seem to be under your control, which smoking or not seems to be under my control. So if I say, okay, I'm going to stop smoking, then it feels like I'm managing some part of the situation.
Yeah, and at the same time, to go a level deeper too, um, there was a point in my life where I felt like I was so out of control of everything that just the act of rolling a cigarette and being able to smoke it or trying to smoke it brought me a feeling like I was in control of something
Mm-hmm.
because nothing else was working,
Right.
like in my life at all. Period. Like I got out of bed and my spine cracked in 20 places, and I smoked. Just
Yeah. It's the connection is probably going to break up a little bit because I'm at Starbucks.
are you using that? Are you using that fantastic Google Wi-Fi?
Yeah, at Starbucks. You can probably see it in the background.
Yeah, but it's really nice that it powers to outside. Like I've actually sat in front of Starbucks many times and used the Google Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it works pretty good, and I'm not even like right. I'm not even right up next to it. I'm a good 20 yards out.
It's funny how that Wi-Fi, you can, you leave the house, how far you can get it from your house.
Yeah.
It's really like, whoa, you know?
It's weird. You can imagine like if you could see that spectrum, you'd see just like a I don't know, a sphere, I guess, of
Mm-hmm.
whatever the network
Yeah.
looks like.
There's
Yeah.
some artists that have actually tried visualizing that and made it into art exhibits. Have you guys either of you seen that?
I think I might have seen that. I'm not
It's
100%
actually
sure.
pretty cool. It looks a lot like a weird sci-fi movie. It's just like colors and lines and stuff, and it's like all dense, like kind of like when you do mushrooms and you see all those colors in the air, but thicker.
Yeah, yeah. I can only imagine like if all of the not all of it, but if you could see beyond, just what our eyes perceive, I feel is such a tiny sliver of what's actually going on. Like I think that's why people go crazy if they open up their third eye too much or something, because they're going to start seeing all of these things interacting all in the same spot. It's not happening in a different spot. It's all happening in the same exact spot. And it probably can be very overwhelming.
That's actually really funny you say that, because all of the times that I've done, I've really cracked the barrier with like visionary drugs and stuff. I have seen that interplay in front of me with all the different spectrums and things and stuffs. But what you said takes it even a level deeper, because you're referencing the fact that everything is happening in a continuous point of space because there is no start and end to it, right?
Right. And there's not actually distance. It's really crazy once you start thinking about, like they talk about the Big Bang coming from a single point. I still feel like even now we're not out of that single point to begin with. Like the perception gives you the feeling that you're often wherever you're at. Valerie's in another country, and it feels like it's all separate. But I still feel like everything is happening within like the quantum infinite spot, which is either tiny or either huge. Like who knows what it actually is.
So then, to challenge you in a meaningful way, what gives precedence to the laws of physics actually functioning? Because they act on space and time. Didn't we write the equations such that they obey that delusion, or is there actually something that they're describing that's tangible?
I think
that's what I would say.
Yeah, I think the observer effect trumps all conceptual laws that you can posit. I'm not saying that the laws won't work logically in your mind and on paper. I just think that outside of the conceptualized nature, there is not a. I think it's all malleable. That's how I.
Oh, it is. It is infinitely malleable, just like the DNA is infinitely malleable. But what I'm getting at is we are creating this, and at the same time we're describing it and interacting with it and meta-analyzing it as beings as we interact through this space. And so, really, when people go, "Oh yeah, the world is a hologram," they don't get the taxonomy, the levels of iteration that one had to arrive at to even say that, and that's what we're talking about now. But they just see it as nothing is real. They take the reductionist logical viewpoint, then that's inaccurate.
It is inaccurate, and it's also not. It's not helpful.
And that's dangerous.
It's not helpful or beneficial, and it's dangerous. I was thinking about this the other day, like the logical reductivism, all that does is takes the magic out of what is an infinite existence. That's all that does. It doesn't actually change anything. There's just as much magic in any one spot of the existence as there is anywhere else. Like, and you can use words to denigrate everything, right? I think our connection is needing to reset here. So I will wait for the thing to do its thing. Someday I'll have steady internet for these shows. Or maybe not. I don't even know. Who knows? Come on, computer, you can do it, my friend. Or maybe this Snail Collective meeting is only going to be 10 minutes long. That's also a possibility. That is a definite and distinct possibility. even if it doesn't reconnect. I'm pretty happy with the level of success that I've had with the shows today. And we will, at some point, get secure internet. I don't know where everybody else was. There's supposed to be a lot of people joining this. I have a feeling that yeah. I have a feeling that the energies are just really wonky right now. I know it for a fact. Could just do the Snail show with Gary. It's probably fine. Well, this one will be an easy upload anyway. I think that's going to be it, folks. I think the technological impasses have been pushed to their limits, and they're finally just refusing. Got it to work fairly well, but what to do? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it quits. So hopefully next week it will work better. This is the 11th meeting, I think. Huh? That's that. Thanks for watching. Peace.